Telangana has witnessed a significant decline in Maoist activity over the years. What were the key strategic intelligence and development-led interventions that enabled police to contain the menace?
Yeah. Initially, when this CPM PW, which later became CPM Maoist in 2000s, this CPML PW movement started in 1980. The initial days were the time when the government took it as a law and order issue. So they started to deal with the problem as a law and order issue. But later, as the movement started becoming serious, and when more and more districts were getting influenced by this movement, this violent movement, they thought that this is not just a law and order movement. And then secondly, and the existing police forces, even if you deal with as a law and order problem, as the existing police infrastructure, police forces are not sufficient to tackle this problem, because this is a pure guerrilla war, and to face the guerrillas, we can't handle this guerrilla problem with the present at that time the present forces. So what they thought was, there should be two approaches. One is intelligence-led operations. Secondly, even the operations also should be supported by a strong team who act like a guerrilla in the field, to face the guerrilla like a guerrilla. So that's the reason why initially in 1983-84 itself, they started the special task force, which later got converted as special intelligence branch. Then we also established this greyhounds. So with this done in 1990s, there was again a change in the attitude of the government, the policy of the government, where let's not handle this purely as a law and order issue. Let's also take the economic and social issues also into consideration. So that's the reason why we had first thing is what they did was to implement this Naxal surrender policy. A very comprehensive surrender and rehabilitation policy was introduced in 1993. Later, there was political empowerment also and women empowerment also. The political empowerment in the form of reservations to certain sections of the people, like backward caste reservation was there, political reservations for political positions, and then women reservation was there. So that was there from mid-90s in the ZPTC, MP, the local body elections. So that gave some empowerment, political empowerment to the sections which we thought they were out of the political empowerment. They were not politically empowered. And then another issue was about laying of roads, and then a very heavy concentration on improving the communication system in the remote areas also. So this is one thing. And thirdly, very importantly, after this Shivadhar Reddy government came into existence, they put a lot of emphasis on the welfare activities. In fact, they took it to the extent of almost like very heavy welfare measures were started implementing. And what happened was in this process, the pensions were raised, which were just about paltry, very 200 rupees pensions were almost 3 to 4 times were increased. And then the fees reimbursement system was introduced, and then the medical and health facility, particularly in the form of Rajiv Arogyasri, was introduced. These 3 or 4 very important interventions by the government. Political empowerment was already there, and this interventions really went deep into the areas. Then people started slowly reconciling the fact that the government, after all, is taking care of us, and why should we again go with them? And more than this, there was the influence, the impact of SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act. This also played a very important role. Before this thing came into existence in sometime around early 90s, people used to go to this PW, Almas, Maoists for redress of their grievances, if at all they were there in the village, particularly by the so-called upper sections of society, or upper caste, or the so-called feudals. But after this SC/ST Act came into existence, PO Act came into existence, the third turned towards the government institutions. They started coming to the government institutions like police or revenue or wherever, whichever is the relevant one, and they started giving petitions against them. So that the very important section of the SCs also came out. SCs also came out of that. So there's all facts included. It's police, the developmental, the political empowerment, and then the social change in the villages. They all came together, and of course they led to the decline of the movement, and of course now almost the death of the movement. And in this regard, I would like to tell you that in 2004 itself, when the 4 and 5, when the talks were going on between the CPI Maoist party and the Telangana Andhra Pradesh government at that time, Kopad Gandhi, who was the Politburo member, was later arrested. He conducted a survey called as social investigation of North Telangana, with special emphasis on Warangal district. He very clearly writes, it's a 57-page note, report. It's very clearly mentioned that almost the days are over now, because the people are not listening to us, the youngsters are not following us, the youngsters are not coming to join the party. They are more career oriented. English medium schools have taken over the villages. The two children army is being followed very strictly in the villages. Then the economic profile of the village has changed, social profile of the village has changed, road network has improved. Then the moment you go to a village, the information goes to the police, and information immediately police land in the village. Then police stations have become like military garrisons. Earlier used to simply run over the police stations and loot the weapons, but that is not the case now. So they're all he wrote in 2004 itself. So it shows that the impact of all these things on the overall movement. A drop of blood. These all the very top Naxalites who never would have thought that they would come out of jungles were made to surrender. That is a great achievement for the government as well as the Telangana Police. They were in big numbers. They were holding weapons. In spite of that, we went ahead and got them surrendered. For that, lot of backdoor discussions took place. That we sent our people to them. Then, of course, a lot of exercise occurred before that. Now, since certain parts of Telangana, though the movement was not very intense, certain parts of Telangana were not approachable to the people, approachable to the government machinery earlier. So now with this, the Maoist party or Maoist movement is coming to an end. I think those areas will become accessible, particularly this Katakutalu area which we are talking about, some parts of Adilabad, particularly this Mangi area, then Asabad district, then this Mulugu district, Bhopalpally district and Kottagudem districts, and also in Mahbubnagar districts. Though there is no movement of Maoism or Maoist movement, the government machinery used to think twice before reaching out to those areas. Now they can freely go and they can have their own whatever governmental programs or welfare programs they can take up, and the roads can be laid. The last time when I went to Katakutalu, the request was coming from them that road has to be laid, and then power is not there in certain pockets. Power connection is not there. Then water facility is not there. There is no health facility to treat the villagers, tribals, just in case there is any problem, and then schools are not there. So these are the basic requests any citizen would ask. So they are the requests. It's not a big thing for the government to provide that.
Right. So the moment we think of police, it's always the excesses of police that are actually
Yeah.
the common man actually don't see the police as very friendly. So what kind of reforms do you think should be taken up, or what kind of reforms are on actually to see that make police a friendly?
It's a continuous process. It's not a one day affair or a one night affair where this has to evolve over a period of years. So we have been doing it. It's not that we're not doing it. See, about 20 years ago or 25 years ago, the violence in custodial violence was an important thing. There used to be, most of the places it used to be there, but now you don't listen of custodial violence. And deaths in police custody also were quite more. But now hardly do you find any custodial death. There may be 2 or 3 here and there, but compared to what it was, say, it's almost it's nil. And then there is State Human Rights Commission, National Human Rights Commission, and then there are commissions, SC/ST commissions, statewide, state and national, and also Women Commission. So we are accountable to so many people. So it's not that easy to get away with some violence or human right violation. And then again, we have recently strengthened, though it was there for the last 3-4 years ago, but now recently in last year we have strengthened. Last year we strengthened State Police Complaints Authority, right? And a retired High Court judge is heading that State Police Complaint Authority. Again, there are two District Police Complaints Authorities also. One is for North Telangana, one is for South Telangana. They are also in existence. Both are headed by retired district judge rank judicial officers. So we have systems are in place. A very robust system is in place to take care of these concerns which you have raised.
Telangana Police has always been known as technology friendly, and it has adopted technology much better than a lot of other police departments in the country. So what is the idea behind that? How do you see that technology helping in solving crimes or preventing crimes?
Luckily, we have had a series of officers who are tech savvy. Even 2000, early 2000s also, there used to be some good officers who wanted to use technology for the benefit of the people, particularly as part of the policing. So, about 12, 13 years ago, we thought of CC cameras, which now everybody wants to is now emulating. CC cameras we had in almost all police station limits, particularly cities and commissionerate areas. It's fully you have CC cameras everywhere. There's one aspect. That's how there's a reason why, though the chain snatchings are rampant in other parts of India, in Telangana we don't have chain snatchings. And particularly Hyderabad city and surroundings, the court commissionerates, we don't have any chain snatching, hardly any chain snatching, maybe once or twice in a month. It itself shows the salutary effect of CC cameras is shown is visible in the total reduction of chain snatching cases. Then the recent change in the criminal laws, the important aspect is that every district should have a forensic assistant. Every case should be all those cases where 7 years and above punishment is there. Those cases should be mandatorily handled by the forensic experts, right? Like forensic assistants. So now we are increasing the forensic teams in all the districts, not only in headquarters but also in all the districts. So this will go a long way in investigation of the cases and also getting good convictions. And then, apart from this thing, we have official teams in Hyderabad city. Though it is not, they were only home guards, but they were well-trained home guards who are also having degrees or PGs in forensic science. They are also part of the district, zonal police teams. So they also go to sites to take care of to collect the evidence so that before it gets lost. And then we have systems of collection of scientific evidence, which we have been doing for some time, and we have forensic. Not only forensic, we have the CC Center for CDFD, Center for DNA fingerprinting and this thing we have in Hyderabad. Though it is Government of India, but we take a lot of support from CDFD in investigation of cases. So Telangana has been, in addition to there, so many other things. Just only a small touch. I just touched the small portion of it. So we have been doing scientific investigation. In coming days, since cybercrime is going to be a big thing in coming days, we are going to have more and more number of the scientific institutions, science-based. We'll take the help of science-based organizations and scientific organizations in investigation of cases, forensic as well as other cases also.
So drug business seems to be a big cause of concern for the Telangana state, and high-profile people are doing.
Sir, this is there. Yeah, I got the point. So this is there everywhere. The thing is, since Telangana has a separate dedicated organization for this, EAGLE, which was renamed recently, as you know. So this elite action group for drug law enforcement, EAGLE, is regularly catching these people, regularly looking cases and regularly raiding. I don't think anywhere in the country this much of activity is there, from the police side, from the specialized organization side. That's the reason why when you get more and more of people caught, the message goes that Telangana is having more. It's not like that. Telangana is very active in catching those criminals. Whereas other states are not, I don't say all states, but many states are not so active. That's the reason why they think that is all under the carpet, whereas now we are bringing it out of the carpet.
So one question is how to ensure citizen who approaches the police are not made to run around police station on jurisdictional grounds. There's a lot of.
So that's the reason why we have a concept of zero FIR. We have introduced the zero FIR a few years back, and in the latest BNS also, the IPC, which was amended recently to BNS, it also says very clearly that a zero FIR, the petitioner or the complainant should not be made to go around from pillar to post. He should be, whenever he comes, a case should be registered, and that case should be, the zero FIR should be registered, whatever the jurisdiction may be, even other state also, and it should be transferred to the jurisdictional police station. So there should not be, if somebody is doing it, we are taking proper action against those fellows who are trying to refuse these, who are rejecting these registration of FIRs.
So you have started this very innovative project called Arrive Alive, to reduce road accidents, and you have been quite active. You have been touring districts, going to the police stations, districts. So what is the exact idea behind this? And do you think it will be taken forward after you retire as well?
Yeah, it should be, because it's a very serious problem. It's not like an organized crime where some people, we arrest some people and the crime is over. This is a very serious problem. It's basically, if you take Telangana only, last year, 2025, there were 800 murders, just around 800 murders. Whereas on the roads, in road accidents, 7,500 people died. So that is 9 to 10 times more than the murders. That's the reason why this is a serious problem. And in murder, the accused will have some reason to kill somebody. There is a motive behind it. So whereas here, in this case, there is no motive. Somebody who starts from home at 9 o'clock in the morning, and 2 hours later, a message comes that so-and-so is now your husband or your son is there in the hospital, go and see. So that shatters the entire family. So the families come onto the roads. So that's the reason why we thought that and then moreover, every year we have this system of celebrating or rather observing this road safety week in every January. But thing is, it has become so routine that people don't take it seriously. There is no connect between the citizen and this program. It is done by police department and transport department almost jointly. So I thought that let it reach the person. To reach the person means it should have some catchy phrase. So I thought Arrive Alive. I did it in Nellore SP also. As Nellore SP also, I did it in Visakhapatnam also. So this is catchy phrase. So let's have a phrase with tagline Arrive Alive, a campaign for safer roads in Telangana. So that's how we started this campaign. And the idea is that not just it's very difficult. You just say that you should follow road rules, traffic rules, and all. What is traffic rule? What is road rule? They don't know. Many people, because so many vehicles are there on the roads, people don't take it seriously. So we thought of having 6 or 7 major violations, which are main cause of these accidents and deaths. So we thought let's concentrate on only the 6 and 7 things, and let's drive it to people that these are the things which should not be doing it, like helmet wearing, like that seat belt wearing. Helmet wearing not only by the rider of the vehicle but also by the pillion rider, then even children also. Then secondly, if you wear a helmet and don't strap it up, there's no point. You should strap it up also. Right. Then secondly, seat belt. Again, to make people aware that seat belt has a link with this air balloon. So people should understand it. And then thirdly, main road is like this. Main road, when you are going on the main road, you should the fellow who is going on the main road has the right of way, not the fellow who is coming from the lanes and slip roads. So this fellow doesn't know. He should understand that he has the right of way and not you. But he simply comes and enters the main road, and there's so many. There's so many places which we identified where these are called black spots or hot spots where you have accidents. So in the recent campaign, we try to plug those black holes, try to repair those black holes where black spots where you have accidents. Then overtaking from the left is a rampant thing. This is a dangerous thing, because you have the driver sitting on the right side of the vehicle. It will be easy for him to see the end, allow him to pass from the right. Whereas this fellow, there are two lanes on the one side and 2 lanes from the other side. Even when the vehicle doesn't go to the left side of the road, it simply sticks itself to the right side of the road and keeps on driving for hundreds of kilometers. This is not correct. You should come to the left side. You should not be driving on the right side. Only to overtake, the right lane should be used. Right lane is called as fast lane. It's only for the speed moving, fastly moving vehicles moving speed. And with the moment you overtake it, you should also come to the left. And you see all those heavy vehicles, RTC buses and then lorries and trucks, they always stick to the right side of the lane, and everybody has to overtake from the left. It's totally wrong. So this is one of the important things which we took up as a very important violation is this. And then one more violation is that those those dazzling lights in the night time. Though they don't come in, they don't know, they don't follow the practice of low beam, high beam. Everybody goes on high beam only. So when a vehicle is approaching, you should come to the low beam. Only if the vehicle passes, then you should again come back to the high beam. They don't follow. And then we should also should not be going with the high beam lights in a built-up area. So and then don't tailgate too closely, because if you applies brake, then you won't have reaction time to upper brake and you will be hitting him. So for all these things, we have started telling people about the defensive driving. So defensive driving is where you will be aware of the surroundings. You're just not only in the front of you, but we should also be aware of the surroundings and driving. Defensive driving concept we have taken up in a big way. So these are things I hope government will follow it.
Sir, there is a small issue with the campaign is fine, but post the golden period, what we call is a
Golden hour.
Golden hour sort of. But we have a lack of trauma centers across.
Yeah. That's one of the things. They are going to establish trauma centers. Maybe in another next 6 months, hopefully a lot of trauma centers will come up. We have identified trauma centers, and also not only that, we are also training the guys in the highway pay or state highway or national highway, wherever these small shops are there, small buddy shops are there, small pawn shops or small hotels or restaurants or dhabas. They were training those guys just in case there is any accident. This fellow should go and immediately give first aid, resuscitation and all that. So we are this is also part of this campaign, training those guys in first aid.